Huawei seems to be redefining cameras with its P30 Pro. The quad camera setup on it has been amazing and everyone seems to love it. On the other hand, not a lot of people seem to have even seen the Mi 9's Explorer Edition and its optics. So can the Mi 9 Explorer Edition compete? The only difference between the Mi 9 Explorer and a regular Mi 9 is that the Mi 9 Explorer gets a f1.47 lens for its primary 48 megapixel sensor instead of f1.8. So let's find out how it stacks up compared to the P30 Pro from Huawei in today's video. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech and let's get started. If you do end up liking this video, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. So let's start with the primary cameras. The 40 megapixel f1.6 on the P30 Pro versus the 48 megapixel f1.47 on the Mi 9 Explorer Edition. Now remember, both these shoot downsampled by default, as in the P30 Pro shoots 10 megapixels and the Mi 9 12, but you can get them to shoot higher if you want to. Anyway, from a details perspective, they're about matched. The P30 Pro does seem to have a little bit of an edge. Look at the side wall here. There's more detail, more texture, with the image shot by the P30 Pro. The colors are more or less similar, with the Mi 9 Explorer kind of cranking up the saturation a little bit from time to time. It is more pleasing to the eye, so I'm not really complaining. The P30 Pro does offer better dynamic range though. Now in this shot, if you see the highlights, the sky, there's better detail with the image shot by the P30 Pro. And again, with the shadows, that tree, you notice better detail on the image shot with the P30 Pro. With the telephoto lens, it's the 8 megapixel f3.4 5x optical of the P30 Pro versus the 12 megapixel f2.2 2x optical zoom of the Mi 9 Explorer. The P30 Pro has a lot more reach here. If we crop the Xiaomi to match the frame, there is no competition at all. The P30 Pro just has a lot more detail, way more. Now the Huawei also offers 10x hybrid zoom, whereas the Mi 9 has 10x digital. Again, the Huawei phone reigns supreme with more detail and brighter images. As for digital zoom, the P30 Pro can do 50x when the Mi 9 is cropped to match the frame. It is not pretty. No competition here. When it comes to wide-angle shots, the P30 Pro's 20 megapixel f2.2 takes on the Mi 9's 16 megapixel f2.2. The P30 Pro produces brighter images with better colors and dynamic range. In this shot, look at the sky. Now zoom in and see the detail. See the noise on the walls of the image shot with the Mi 9? It's just much more cleaner with the Huawei. And a low light, both phones have dedicated night modes. At first glance, the Mi 9 Explorer seems to have smoother processing. If you look at the night sky here, that's what you'd think at first glance. But zoom in and the P30 Pro edges ahead again with better detail and texture. The panels on the building are almost invisible on the image shot with the Mi 9. Now moving on to another example here. In this case, it's again a similar result. When you zoom in with the bricks, you can notice higher detail with the image shot by the P30 Pro. The Mi 9 Explorer once again kind of smudges things out. Now this has gotta be my favorite shot. Shooting a brightly lit source with a dark image in the background, this pushes the night mode to the max. Here you notice the maturity of the P30 Pro's processing, how clean the background is. You notice the noise with the Xiaomi phone. Huawei is a class apart here. With zoom, you notice a similar trend. The P30 Pro continues to dominate. With the wide-angle shooters, there's a different method of processing both cameras resort to. Huawei takes on some extra noise but retains more detail, while Xiaomi opts to keep the noise lower at the cost of smudging out set details. So what do you prefer? Here's a poll, let me know. Now, when it comes to video, the Mi 9 has the advantage of shooting 4K 60 and also exhibits better dynamic range, while the P30 Pro offers better stability. The P30 Pro also allows for zoom while shooting, but that is quite shaky and I don't think it's going to be really useful most of the time. Do note that the Mi 9 does not allow to utilize the telephoto lens while shooting. Both phones can utilize the wide-angle cameras for video and the results are similar. When it comes to portraits, the Mi 9 uses the secondary 2x zoom lens to shoot, so it appears a lot more cropped. The P30 Pro on the other hand can use either the primary or the 5x zoom lens to shoot portraits. The edge reduction is good with both. I prefer the colors on the P30 Pro though. With selfies, the 20 megapixel shooter on the Mi 9 does better with regards to skin tones and detail, despite the P30 Pro sporting a 32 megapixel shooter. But the Huawei phone does have exceptional dynamic range for a selfie camera. Just look at that background here. The Mi 9 does a little better with portraits though. So overall, the Mi 9 Explorer Edition does quite well for its price point, but the Huawei P30 Pro dominates and continues to be one of the best camera phones around. Huawei seems to have done an excellent job here. I really wish they could up their video game a little bit, and if they do, the P30 Pro would be close to perfect. So what do you guys think? Anyway, what do you want to watch next? Let me know in the comments below and I will try to make that video happen. And with that, we get to the end of today's video. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. And have you watched either of these videos yet or checked out our other channel FTJ? If not, do so now. So thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.